Right, let's be honest here. That past season was not my best at Man United, okay? We did not win a single trophy. Let's have a big clear out. Hello, welcome to Club 4 Part 25 of the Globe Explorer. In today's episode, we shall be playing through our summer transfer window, and as you can see, the trophy cabinet for this season quite empty. We lost, we bottled the Premier League, we lost in the Carabao Cup final, lost in the FA Cup quarter final, lost in the Champions League round of 16, and not even going to worry about the Community Shield because we lost that as well. So no trophies this year. Hopefully the next season will be better. We only signed 5 players this year. We are going to sign a lot more players this year, don't you worry. So the players we did sign were Polito. He wasn't a bad backup. I mean, he did play quite a few games. 43, well, 15 started, 28 on the bench. So that's not too bad, actually. Dynamo, absolute superb. Greendoe, we have had an offer from Greendoe, at least 49 million for Greendoe, so not too bad. A little bit of a pay, a loss on him, but Greendoe's gonna go anyway because I already planned on selling him anyway. Pastor Fury, brilliant young player. Still only 20 years old, still a wonder kid, so he's got a bright future ahead of him. Timber, only the 3 goals and 3 assists, but that is coming from a defensive mid, so not too bad. Then Roger Edwards didn't really play much, but still young, so still wonder kid, so hopefully he's got a good future ahead of him. Might loan him out, probably won't. So, Premier League title, not the Premier League season. The board wanted us to challenge for the Premier League title. No, they didn't. They wanted us to qualify for the Champions League, and we did that. We should have won the Premier League. Despite the fact we did beat Liverpool in the league, we still lost the Premier League, and that doesn't make sense. Top goal scorer was Rasmus Højlund. I'm not sure if he got top goal scorer in the Premier League as a whole, but he certainly did at Man United. Champions League, we're not going to talk about that because that was absolutely rubbish. FA Cup lost in the quarter-final against West Ham. Carabao Cup final lost in the final against Tottenham on penalties. Was it penalties? No, it wasn't penalties, was it? Was it penalties? No, it went to extra time. We did miss a penalty in that game, though. The Community Shield, we don't need to worry about that because that's a Mickey Mouse Cup. Our biggest win this year was a 6-0 win over Levski Sofia. Our match to remember was our 3-1 win over Man City. Goal of the season went to Ethan Gooseman's goal against Bristol City in the FA Cup. Club reputation has stayed the same. No new sponsorship deals. Annual revenue has gone down massively. That's pretty obvious because we were pretty poor in all the competitions, apart from yeah. Hopefully next season's annual revenue will be much better. Sold a lot of shirts. Most popular shirts being Manu, Højlund, Caicedo, Roque and Torquay. Manu actually being the most popular. That's quite weird. So the best 11 was Simon in goal, a back four Polito, Mipu, Ivanov and Dynamo. Goose at the base of the midfield. Then we have Manu and Marangon. No Caicedo. Wow, that's bold. That. Then we have Carlo, David Strang, Rasmus Højlund. So there's no Caicedo in that lineup, no Roque, and no Torquay. Is that? I mean, David Strang is probably our best. He is probably our best left winger at the club, I should think. No, Rayan Torquay is actually second best. He was 4th choice a little bit last year, but it's fine. We might sell Torquay, we might not, but you never know with this game. I still don't really know what transfers I'm doing. We're not going to bother looking at that. Let's take a look and see what the board want us to do next year. Right, see what they want us to do. Develop players using the club's youth system. I don't think we've got many decent youngsters, but we can have a look. Play attacking football, play possession football, play entertaining football. So basically do the same as what we did last year, but a bit better. Work within the wage budget. That should be quite easy. We've got plenty of wage budget available. I don't think I've actually shown you the budgets yet, but we'll take a look at them after this, after we've seen the objectives. So grow the club's reputation. It's literally pretty much at its max. Sign players to sell for profit. That's pretty much what we've been doing most of the time at Man United. Get rid of the old men. I don't think we have many. Maximum 3-year contracts for players over the age of 28. Really? Oh, minimum 4-year contracts for the first team players. Right. So at the end of... That's not the end of this season. End of 2035-36 season, they want us to be winning the Premier League. I'm hoping... I've said this quite a few times. I'm hoping this season will be our last season. Hopefully. But that remains to be seen because I don't know how good we are. Right. Let's take a look at the budget. So at the moment, we have got 15 million in the transfer budget. Obviously, we have had an offer for Greendo, so if he goes, that will probably end up going up to at least 100 or the upper 90s. Their wage budget, we have got 6.8 million to spend in, but we are currently spending 4.7. So we've got 2 million spare wage budget. I don't think we're going to go over that anytime soon unless we sign Mbappe, where he'll want at least £1 million per week, but I think he probably has retired. But we'll just check in where he is. He's at... Yeah, we're not signing Mbappe. He's on £1.6 million per week, so he'll take up pretty much all of our transfer budget. He's 35 years old, so I thought he was out of contract for a split second, but we're not going to worry about transfer business for now. But we will just take a look at the squad just in case we do see. Like, here's my thinking. I kind of want to sell the players that are out of contract next year because they're not going to really want to sign new contracts. So Rocky, I think Rocky definitely goes because Giancarlo is lurking. He's lurking in the back, waiting for him to leave. And Rocky's preferred position is up front. We've never actually played him up front, so I honestly I don't know what's happened. It's going to happen so far. So I think I'm just going to come back right before, well, on the day of the opening day of the transfer window, where hopefully I will have some sort of idea or plan who I am actually going to sell. Well, here we go. It's start of a brand new transfer window, and I don't think I've signed anyone. I might have done one pre-arranged transfer, but I can't remember who. But we have sold a player, and that is Daldra Greendo. He has joined Marseille for 49.5 million. So the transfer budget does look like this: 93 million. 2 million spare wage budget, 2.24 to be precise. So I still don't have a clue who the hell I'm going to sell. I think I've come to a decision where I think I am going to sell the players that are out of contract next year. So Hoyland will probably be going, but we'll take a look, see if he wants a new contract. One player has joined today, and that is Roberto Alonso. He's going to be playing in our under-21s this year. He's not ready for first team football. He is 1.5-star current ability, 5-star potential, Spanish centre-back, more importantly. He's a decent League 2 player at the moment, but potentially Premier League. We bought him from Villarreal for 3.6 million, so quite cheap. I suspect he might be a future wonder kid. I'm sure he'll turn out to be a fantastic little player for Man United, albeit when I'm still in charge or when I'm retired or at a different club. Right, we will welcome him in. Right, Alex Evans wants to go out on loan, does he? That's fine. He can go out on loan. He's not going to get any other game time. Who is this Nash? Who is he? I never made an offer for him. I presume that's the director of football shenanigans, so I'm not going to go forward with that offer. So let's go to squad. The players that are out of contract next year are Rasmus Højlund, Caicedo, and Rocky. Right, we're going to try and offer contracts to them, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So we will discuss new contracts with agent. Obviously, we're very interested in renewing your contract, Razes. Can we? No, but he's at the World Cup, so we won't discuss his future until afterwards. So the World Cup's now, it doesn't end until mid-July. But he does play for Denmark, so I suspect he will get knocked out in the group stage. So we'll hold fire on Rasmus Højlund until after the World Cup. Well, I suspect that might be the same with Caicedo. Enter contract negotiations. I think Caicedo goes. I don't want to lose him on a free transfer when we could make a... We're not going to make a profit on him, but we could get some decent money in for him and get in another decent centre mid. I'd say we ask the agent for market interest. We're curious, because I don't want to sell him yet. The transfer window's not closed, it's open, you dipsticks. Right, we'll leave Caicedo for now. Roque, you're at the World Cup, so I suspect we can trigger your extension. You know what, we're just going to trigger your extension. I don't care. But we will discuss new contract just to see if we get one done. No, he's at the World Cup. Not interested at all until after he's been knocked out. So I guess that's pretty much it. Do we have any other players wanted? Obviously, Rayan Cherki is wanted by Al Ali. Obviously, we have had offers for Eli Harrison, but I don't really want to sell him because he is our backup goalkeeper and homegrown. But unless we can find a decent young goalkeeper, we're not interested in selling him. Who else is wanted? James Edwards is wanted by Chelsea and Napoli. Don't really want to sell him because he is an absolute fantastic striker. He will be Højlund's replacement when he eventually leaves. Paolo Marangon is wanted by Inter. I don't know. He's a useful player, Marangon, but how good was he last year? A 7.71 average rating is not too bad, actually. His past 3 seasons, he's averaged over 7, so that's not too bad. I think we keep Marangon around. Again, this transfer window, they seem to get harder and harder each time, because at this stage of the season, most of the real players are retiring and all the new gens are starting to come in, so I don't know who the hell I'm going to sign. I know we definitely need a left back and possibly another centre back, because I was looking at the squad. We've only got 3 centre backs, although I can only see 3 centre backs. Oh, no, because I was doing it by best position. Botany is our other centre back. Apparently his best position is a centre mid. Maybe we do go sell Caicedo if he's a better centre mid. Though he is 6'3", he is better suited as a centre back. So, I see. I don't know what I'm going to do. Cherky thinks he's a attacking midfielder, does he? Oh, we're not playing that, so he might go as well. Right, I guess I'm just going to come back end of June, beginning of July, where hopefully we've done some more transfer business. Well, it's currently the 4th of July. We haven't done a lot of transfer business. We've literally only signed one other player. And that is the centre back. No, not a centre back. A goalkeeper, which has even he came in on the back end of last year. So our other signing is Vyacheslav Klancher. I'm sure I butchered his name. But anyways, he's a Croatian goalkeeper, 18 years old, 2 stars current ability, 5-star potential, or 4-star, whatever when you look at it. He's a decent championship player at the moment, but can be potentially a Premier League goalkeeper. We've signed him from Milan for £32 million. So, I mean, judging by his potential, I don't think we've overpaid for him. So, I think he'll be a fantastic goalkeeper for us in the near future. But at the moment, that's all the transfer business we've done. We've only signed Roberto, Alonso, and Clancher. So, will we sign anyone else? I don't know, actually. It's a very good question I'm asking. Am I going to sign anyone else? I don't know. We are trying to sell Rasmus Højlund and Caicedo, but they both just don't want to leave. No one's interested in them. We are like asking their agents if anyone wants to make an offer, but they're just not really doing anything, are they? No, nothing. Well, this might be one of those transfer windows where we might not sign anyone. Yeah, I mean it's going to be a pretty boring transfer window. I suspect transfers might still happen, but judging by it, nothing looks like it's going to happen. So at the moment, this is our squad. There is a lot of players in there because there is some youth players in this squad. So at the moment, our goalkeepers are for this year Simon, Harrison, Clancher. So I think Simon's first choice, Clancher probably backup, and Eli Harrison as a second backup. Obviously, Anthony Egan's under 18s. Then centre backs, we've got Roberto Alonso. Obviously, we might loan him out. Obviously, he is down in the under 21, so we'll just ignore him. Centre backs, Ivanov, Mipiu, Botany, and Passafiumi. Well, obviously, Botany says he's a centre mid, but it's a tough one. I honestly don't know what position he is, so could be a centre mid, could be a centre back. We don't know. So we might sign another centre back just in case we do sell Botany or loan him out, because I don't think he can become homegrown. At least I don't think so, but that remains to be seen. Can he become homegrown? I don't think he can, because when did we sign him? Okay, he might be able to. Don't know if we signed him before he turned 18. So, centre backs we've got, what did I say? Mipiu, Ivanov, Botany, and Passafiumi. So that's 3 or 4 centre backs. Right backs we've got Polito and Lopez. Left backs we have got just Dynamo. So we will be signing another left back. We have got one coming in soon, and that is Afonso Oliva. He's a 18-year-old left back, so he should be coming in. We are waiting on a work permit, so that should get accepted. And if he does come in, he will be our backup left back, because he does have decent potential, so he could always get loaned out. Then there is space for another left back. Then defensive mids, we've still got Tumba and Ethan Hughes. I don't think they're going anywhere, despite the fact Tumba is wanted by Inter. I don't think we're going to sell him. Then centre mids, we've got Caicedo, Marangon, Manu, and Roger Edwards. So I think those 4 are pretty much staying around. Caicedo, it's got a question mark over him, because I don't know if he's going to be staying or going. Then right wingers, we've still got Carlo and Roque. Obviously, Roque is wanted. We have triggered his extension, so he might still go. We will ask the agent if there's any interest. There is interest, but none of them are interested in actually making a bid. So for now, Roque is a Man United player. Left wingers, we've got Rayan Cherki and David Strang. Rayan Cherki, 30 years old. We will ask the agent. Just curious. Again, saying no clubs. There's clubs interested, but none of them want to make an offer. Then strikers, we've got Højlund and Edwards. We have had a bid for Edwards, but just straight up rejected it. It wasn't big enough. It was like 39 million up front, 30 something million on installments. Absolutely straight rejection. Rasmus Højlund still wanted by Saudis. Is he? No, I think we just asked about that. So I think Rasmus Højlund is probably going to be staying for this year at the moment, but we've still got like a month left of this transfer special, so anything could happen, I guess. Well, it's currently the 12th of August, and that does mean it's the beginning of the brand new Premier League season, and we have done a little bit more transfer business. But before we do introduce the new players, let's take a look at the whole of the transfer business we've done this episode. We'll start off with players that have left this club. We've only sold three first choice players from last season. Greendale did join Marseille for 49.5 million. Then this season we did lose Rasmus Højlund. He has joined Real Madrid for 75 million or 104 million, including add-ons. So that's not bad. We have made a slight profit on him, a £4 million profit over the past 10 years. That's not too bad, actually. I'll happily take that. Then we also sold Moises Caicedo to Barcelona for 38.5 million. Again, I know what you're going to say. It's a big loss, but he was out of contract next year. I'd rather lose him for 38.5 million than lose him on a free. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Start off with players we have signed on the back of last season. So first off was Roberto Alonso. He is a Spanish centre-back, 1.5 star current ability, 5-star potential. Could League 2 player at the moment, but potentially Premier League. We signed him from Villarreal for 3.6 million, so a player who we can make a huge profit from, hopefully, if he develops, so we might end up losing him on a free transfer. Next signing is Vyacheslav Klancher. I think that's how you pronounce it, Vyacheslav. I think so. So he's a Croatian goalkeeper, 18 years old, 2 stars current ability, 5-star potential. He's a decent championship goalkeeper at the moment, but potentially Premier League. We signed from Milan for £32 million. So expensive, but I mean, if we take a look at his value, again, another player who we can make a huge profit from. Then moving on to this year, we have signed Alfonso Olivia. He is a Italian left back, 2 stars current ability, 4.5-star potential. He is wanted by a couple of teams on loan, but we're not interested in loaning him out. He's a decent championship player at the moment, but potentially Premier League. We signed him from Napoli for £10 million, so quite cheap transfer considering his value is 29 to 35. So another player we can make a profit from. Their next signing is sort of Højlund's replacement, I guess. But I guess Edwards is Højlund's replacement. So Evan Jals is a German striker, 2 stars current ability, 5-star potential. I mean, look at his value already. And he's a decent championship player at the moment, but potentially Premier League. We have signed him from another player from Milan for £33.5 million. So quite a lot of money for an 18-year-old, but judging by his value, he's going to be an absolute fantastic player. And also, he is a wonder kid, so the players should be happy with that signing. We have promised them we would strengthen up front, and I think we have done that. Then this is Caicedo's replacement, Bader Naim. I think that's how you pronounce it. He is a Moroccan centre mid, 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He's a good Premier League player. Signed him from Real Madrid for £75 million, so quite expensive, but judging by his value, he looks like he's going to be a fantastic player. I mean, look at those stats. Absolutely amazing. The set pieces, it could do with a little bit of improvement, but my good God, he looks like a fantastic player. This is the squad going into the first game of the season, well, the season so far. The goalkeepers, we've got Simon, Harrison and Clancher. Obviously, Simon is first choice. Harrison and Clancher can play backup. Centre-backs, we've got Ivanov, Mupiu, Botany and Passafiumi. Didn't feel the need to sign another centre-back unless we sell one of them. but I might sign one more because we've got plenty of budget left. Then right backs, we have got Cristobal Lopez and Mateo Polito. Again, I was tempted to try and persuade Lopez to becoming a centre back, but he's having none of it. So we are going to keep him as a right back for this year. But he might try and transition into centre back if we sell one of them and get in another right back possibly. Then left backs we've got Darnell and what's the other guy? And Oliva. I think is it Oliva? Is it Olivia? I don't really know. Then defensive mids we have got Timber and Ethan Hughes, wherever you are, there you are, and also O'Halloran as like a backup defensive mid because that is his strongest position. Then centre mids we've got Marangon, Manu, Naim, and Roger Edwards. So that's centre mid. Some pretty good choices in centre mid. So we've got Naim and Marangon as our two Mazzanas, I think. Then Roger Edwards is actually Mazzano. He's pretty much comfortable playing pretty much every position apart from box to box. So we might train him up as that. Does he have the stats to be a box to box midfielder? Don't think he does. No, not really. We'll try and train him up on it so he can get a little bit better as it. So what's Manu's best position? Mazzana. No, deep line playmaker. Can't really play as a box to box, but what's Marangon's best position as a centre mid? All four of our midfielders prefer playing in the Mazzana role, so yeah, we might have to change up the centre midfield roles, but we'll think about that nearer the time. Then right wingers, we have got Victor Roque, who is wanted by Al Ali, but I don't think any clubs are interested in him. No. Was it entire? No, nothing. No, nothing. I think Victor Roque is probably staying with us this season or until January at the least. Then we've also got Shinkano, who I believe he did win the World Cup. Yes, he did. 1-0 win. Shame he didn't score the goal in it, but he did score at least one goal in the knockouts. A lot of knockout rounds, at least. I don't know why there's so many teams in there, but there is. Where did England finish? They lost in the second round against the USA. I'm surprised England didn't come calling for me because they have done in the past, but I did reject it because I wasn't interested. Then left wingers, we've got Cherky and Strang. Obviously, David Strang still thinks he's a centre attacking mid. We're not moving to a 4-2-3-1. Obviously, we haven't had any offers for Cherky, but we can try again. No, nothing so far. Then strikers this year, we've got Yaus and Edwards, who will be our first choice striker. I'm sure he can step up to it. He looked very good the past 2 seasons as our backup, so hopefully he can be even better this year now that Hoyland's gone and out of his race. So I'm actually quite happy with this team. It's pretty majority of it. It's the same as last year, so who knows? Last season, I'm hoping this season might be a bit better in terms of competitions. We don't have that pesky community shield to play, so that's good. So just got 4 competitions to worry about. I'm hoping to win the Carabao Cup. Well, it says be competitive, but I do want to try and get to the final again. Possibly win the FA Cup, Champions League. We'll take that one game at a time. Then Premier League, ideally, win it or possibly, it says board expectation, qualify for Europa League. Really? What utter rubbish is that? No, they said qualify for the Champions League. That's weird. So it says qualify for the Champions League on Club Vision, but when you go on club competitions, it says qualify for Europa League. I find that quite strange and baffling. So I'm going to try and win the Premier League again this year. Hopefully a bit more comfortably and not bottle it like last year. So I guess that's it. So I will see you all in the next episode, where we'll be playing our first Premier League games of the season against Sunderland and Leicester. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.